S&P 500 ETF. Today we're up $1.89. Nasdaq up another $1.51. Diamonds up $1.43. Russell 2000 up another $1.82. And transports are up $1.86. So on a Friday like this is the second or third Friday of the month. What I do is I exit most of my positions that are going well for me, and I can look for a better entry starting next week. But let's go through some symbols. You can take a quick look at these. You can see we got Caterpillar. This is at profit extensions. So don't get greedy. When you hit these profit extensions, take your profits off. We can always look for another setup. So Delta, this one's moving up just fine. You can ratchet up to stops. Got Intel, continues to march its way up. You should be getting out of this by now. Okay, and I think today, man, so I got to redo all the calculations for this one, but Reliance Steel, I like this one. I'm looking for a pullback on this chart. I think Square also came up on the radar for me, but I do need a pullback to around 168. TSCO, this one's performing just fine. You can see we got up above those moving averages yesterday, continue to move it to the upside. And to ratchet things up, you can use the 8 moving average on the hourly chart, like so. Or you can use a smaller time frame. Doesn't matter how you want to do it. Texas Instruments, this one is at profit extensions. Here we go. So take off your profits. Don't get greedy. And because it's really easy to say, hey, I want this thing to continue to march. It could, right? But if you have a trading plan in place, and I was alerted, right? So when this thing gets up above these areas, I get an alert on my phone, and I close out that position. Uber up another 63 cents, and this is very close to profit extensions. So what we can do, we can just draw our Fibonacci retracement tool, but we're only using calculations above 100%. And once it gets up above this 38, 32 area and some change, we are getting out of here. And I'm likely closing out this trade just by moving up my stop. Okay, Verizon, this one is still not above the 200 moving average on the hourly chart. I'm not super, anxious to get into a trade, so I close off a lot of long positions which were performing just fine for me. The same thing with Walmart. So you gotta have patience with these guys. I'm looking for a 113 extension to around 144 with this guy, so that would be my profit taking area. But I'll be closing out most of my positions. So just let you guys know. And with work, I like this software. I've used it in the past. I think it's great. I think we can get a pullback on this to around 28. I'm not sure if we'll get it. We got all these charts. They're just using that 8 moving average as support, and they just keep trucking to the upside. As I go through my symbols list, a lot of these symbols are exhibiting the same behavior. I do want to go through a trade that I had with the euro. So you can see we had a nice 3-price relationship right against the 200 moving average on the hourly chart. Now I'm already out of this, so I'm not still in it. And if you take a look at this, before it was respecting that 200 moving average, but the important thing is whether if you use those symmetry support as support, and if we jump into a smaller time frame, futures are a little bit more tricky. You're not waiting for the 15-minute crossover. You might be using a tick chart or a 1-minute chart. So when you're dealing with this, if you're waiting for this crossover, it's already too late. So what you want to do, you got to be comfortable with the risk that you're loading on, maybe with a single contract, however you want to play. And if you don't want to play this particular product, you can always just go to the euro dollar. Same thing. It's going to find very, very similar chart patterns. And with this one, you'll be able to position size properly against this area, right? So it's also coming down against the 200 moving average on the hourly chart. So there are a lot of great setups throughout the day. Just got to be patient. And now we're at these profit extensions. I'm not looking to do anything except to look for the next pullback. This is a shallow pullback, but it's likely we will get something deeper. So if I were to duplicate this drawing, we may come all the way back down to this level. So thank you so much for watching this video. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. If you like these videos, leave a Patreon. I have a link in my descriptions. Or any other symbols you'd like to review, be happy to review it for you. Thanks so much. I'll talk to you soon.